Hello everyone, in this video I am going to talk about tricky C programming question. The interviewer used to give two expressions I++ and I is equal to I+1, and they will ask which one you will prefer, either this equation, either this expression or these expressions. Why they are asking these questions? Because both are doing same operations, both are incrementing the content of variable I. Then they will ask which one you will prefer, this or this. The motto behind asking such type of questions, because both are doing same operations but they want to know something from you. In current dynamic IT world, everyone wants more efficient software, more faster software. So they will try to check whether you have in-depth knowledge about that subject or not, whether you have in-depth knowledge about the programming or not, whether you can able to write a more efficient, more faster program or not. They can check through such type of question. Okay, come to the point, come to this point. Then how we will find out which one is the more faster? Then question is, how we will find out which one is the more faster? Whenever I will write a C code, that is human understandable code, it will internally convert into the assembly code will convert into the binary code. If you want to check which one is the more faster, go one step back, that is I++ means simply you can look, I+ means simply we can say it is incrementing the content of variable I, means internally the I++ expressions will convert into the INC, increment instructions, that is the assembly instructions, increment. If you look at here, I is equal to I+1, first it is doing addition operations, so that's why if you look at addition, for this addition internally it will convert into the add instruction. After doing additions, the result will store into the variable I. For that one more instruction is required, that is a move instructions. So to execute these expressions, it is taking only one instruction, but to execute these expressions it is taking two instructions. In that way also we can prove this is more faster than this. In that way also we can prove the I++ is more faster than I is equal to I+1. But always try to engage the interviewer. Always try to give more and more information on the known questions. That's why you can able to manage your interview. Okay, if you know the answer, please try to give in detail information. That's why he can able to analyze yourself. If you will give one line expressions, then it will not be helpful. See, we will discuss more detailed information about this question only. See, for I++, internally it is converted into the increment operations. For this it is converted into the add and move. So if you look at, for this one is consider for one instructions, one machine cycle is required. So that here we are using two instructions for this one machine cycle, so here totally two machine cycle is required. To execute these expressions, it is taking two machine cycle, but to execute these expressions it is taking only one machine cycle. If the interviewer asks one more questions, what is the machine cycle, interviewer may ask, in what basis you are saying because of machine cycle the speed of this expression is more than this. This is also questions he can ask, what is my machine cycle. So you should know all those things. What is my machine cycle, how this expression is more faster. Whenever CPU wants to execute these instructions, CPU will not directly execute these instructions. He don't know what to do. That's why first CPU will fetch the instructions. After fetching the instructions, it will decode. CPU will decode, means what exactly I have to do. First the CPU will fetch the instructions, then it will decode using decoding unit, then it will understand, yeah, I have to increment the content of variable I, then CPU will execute these expressions. then CPU will execute this instruction. So to perform this much of operations, how much machine cycles are required? To perform these operations, how much machine cycles are required? We are telling one machine cycle. Machine cycle means simply you can say the time requirement to execute these operations. This is called as machine cycle. You can go one more step depth, that is one machine cycle means consider for each one machine cycles to 12 clock pulses are required. So here 2 machine cycles required to execute that expression. That's why here 24 clock pulses are required. In this way also we can prove this is a more faster than this expression. This is all about the today's questions. Thank you.